Assalamu alaikum, barin Gambian Kolu. Assalamu alaikum, Momobe Lamoika Nintembeng. Anal Badi Malem, Silvo Sonko, aka Bayo Sonko Sonko Gambia. Dela da Fanam Prubi, Nale Kacha, Nakacha Munda, Nakacha na Bankola Kola. Nakacha Munda, Nakacha Kola, Melialonko, Welle Kering, Diamo Seada, Diamo Mankele. Okamana Drong, Nataka clarification Jamalke, because Alon. Nemolu wulita yela kafolo ila hamu munyinti ko ka banko tinya ila hamu munyinti ko ka dinkendol tinya banko kan and they think they will get away with it. That's what they think, because it left a bankole falling, or it left a bankole better. I don't think you will be in the issues. Yalanko, it is completely irrelevant. Cool Melialonko, Nafateji, Cool Melialonko, Ebake Kana, but you know the reasons why you're doing it. So be Lefadon Puna Kacha Wolela, because that's very important. That is very, 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 very important. Madul, be Naje several vacation, different places. But let me tell you one thing. Momo Ameranu, it you will put Kiamani Yankuba Darboe down, because Nyajanko is because Kiamani Yankuba Darboe work for whatever he is today. And I think it's very important. If you want to be like him, you go and work like the way I keep Nyamim Fubi after the Rabido. Momo Yalongo left a key from Fundi, or he left a comment Salvi. I mean, whatever position Yankuba Darboe you diamond. I think it will be very important. Yakata Bake, Yakata Koki. Come here, Yakata Koki Yami. Ni Atara Imayankuba long, or you really want to know Yankuba, it's better you go follow my page, Ibajalale, Yankola Diamo, Ibajalale, and then our history be for it. I mean, because Yalam do no come for it, Nila de Fanda, Ikamila Mabo. Neither Lada ko Tebe Kula Kelakam, Kome Alongo, Toyalabo, Pokon, Ikamila Mabo. But it's only a coward, me Alongo, Ibe Fong Korea, Ibe Mabola, Ikoka Moletina. It's only a coward, member Kela. Naviko, Mome Yalongo, Kalatela. Itama Hanasoto, maybe you want to feed, you just want to use social media content, social media content they use to feed yourself. But because one thing I know, as a professional journalist, you need to be ethical. But we know. And then if you ask me, the so-called media houses, media start to operate. You understand? They try to be controversial by the Kandorong. You understand? Because they mention the to go electrical daraja, electromoli long, and then. But from the starting, I count these media houses to them. You know, Amayela Gambia Kula. Billahi wallahi ta'ala. Amayela Gambia Kula. And we know all what you people are up to. But Kumakeli more for we are ready for you people. As far as my election lokono. Atol paraga atulko alkento lekele. You understand? Atulko momo ya lonko wala barakata nyumbanko kanya alkhali bole tinyala. But it's a sina jibe. Nita mu kyodi. O ite lade ila kujoye toben. I mean, fintina yata ni molo kuntela benyin pejo koma. Ha, ndela kanyu wuliya sabe, or ndela kanyu tonya sabe. It's very simple. Because kukul never get all into ko, need a latter la ko. It can memmen sabe tonya and bankola kola what. Why are you hiding? It can be a mob. It can men safe, according to Moko. It can men sabe tonya la wood. It can men sabe bankola kola. Say it can be a mob. It can be a mob. Because we've seen people here, they are very critical. They're very critical. And then, but they come on and speak. Imam Mabo, those are the men's, William Cholti. Kyo, Ibuka Mabo. Ibuka Mabo, Niatra Yalo, Loko, Ibitoya, Laka, Ikamina Mabo. Because investigative journalists, Musaboko, William Mold, Milan, from William Cole, from, is somehow critical. But even investigative journalists will learn. Wilbuka Mabo, because they believe in what they do. Except if you don't want to be a journalist. You just want to be a content creator. I mean, you can just hide behind accounts, creating money from people. It's a journalist. But if I'm in media because you live in Europe, or you live in somewhere, or you're a friend that live in Europe, or whatever, so you come back to the platform where na platform where you monetize. Now monetize, come tinya. But wallahi, summa wallahi. Kuma kelin sol fa wala ñu ko alay adama du men da jomata dunya ko no membo ti nyala no alay adama du men da ay do ko ke alay ay do ko ka ala fali ay do ko ka banko atol ko atol bo ti nyala to so ti nyala atol yo sembe la so atol yo baraka la so momo ya no you have that baraka keep on this stop because we know all what is going on. Now long men be carry and now long what is the plan? Allah ferol be alga men be na be alone. Now they are not malo. You people are just looking for fame, or you people are just looking for attention, and then you feel and then you know all the tactics gonna play. Because you know whenever you touch young man, people will come after you. Whenever Nale young man abu madro, because the amount of people, they stood with the truth, will call Tonyala Fe, because Yankoa could load in Tonyala Fe. And Ayalako Yimbanko can be moment than come over load in Tonyafe. No, another draw, another fitna cool nada, another funny cool nada, more Kendall Milka Findi, it can like come and call low funny car, Kondi Banko Dumo, Nimbe Bafoka than funny. The only thing you have to do is to be, attacking him. You understand? For those attentions. Pour Alberta attack, pour Albo attention also. What is coming for the media household began? Mom media house marjan. Let's call it a spade. But media house will be people are criticizing, but we know how they will, because they are professional media houses, we know how they deal with it. It's only unprofessional media personnel or media houses, they get into personal fights. Personal fights. Amala media personal fight to. But Mume is a professional journalist. We will never get into a personal fight in a public media. Let's call it a spade a spade. If you need a personal kaloge, it can make all of you to go. It can function page you use. You do a personal fight. But you went and form a media just to lie against people, just to lie against innocent people. And you think people are going to remain silent. You think you will be there threatening people. Is that even a professional way to do journalism? For the journalist look, if people give respect to we know each other. We agree and disagree. We agree and disagree, but at the end of it, we are all of us, if we really believe the intention is all about we want to have a better Gambia. Left like a banco kendoroso. Left like a Gambia kendoroso. Then we should know how to behave. We should know how to speak. We should know what to write and what not to write. Nobody is there to control anybody. Especially if you said, independent media household. Independent media household, then be act as an independent media house. But it's a independent media household. It have more personality attack. It will come a calendar on Savila Mola code. It will call Savila Mola code or call Miliano Emelo. But we know the Malaba Como. Caribbean Talib Bill should of start a jump. Before Talib Bill will be like a co from Lola, they start forming these media houses. Everybody more than a bay function media house in Dungal law. For political propaganda. Everybody try to grow. If they don't grow, because people are foreign, because every more jump, people want to more kind of like cool long. People are always curious. More kind of like cool long. More kind of like cool long. More kind of like cool long. That is why now people follow you. So need credibility. Look, let me tell you something. If you believe that you are credible, any media house believe that you are credible. Wallahi summa wallahi. Even if you are criticized, you take it. Because you know that you are a credible media house. You know that you are a credible media house. But today, and then you see about the liberal time. The liberal time, okay, because me, I am somebody me along ko ndebuka sila mola na fa le konte sila mo tenta bala because nde sila ala. So liberal time member Koma, you understand, one for Hamid, Njai Mr. Njai, he lives in the UK. I have his number. He lives in the UK. Whatever call him Koma. But because why I talk about 𝒂𝒊𝒏, because 𝒂𝒊𝒏 will be the Gambia time Koma. Right? 𝒂𝒊𝒏 will be the Gambia time Koma. So I feel like because this time that at least wrong time. But when I wrote, because later 𝒂𝒊𝒏 reached out to me. He is not the one behind this liberal time. Okay, but all the time you always accuse me for coming up with the liberal time Koma. The liberal time Koma. He made it very clear to me. And he so proves to me that I'm not a liberal time Koma. And when he so proves to me, I go fine, brother. I go buy the in the liberal time Koma. Fine. I am going to come out and apologize as a Muslim. And likewise, the Bloomberg channel, I had this discussion with them. That was a time near in Diamo because they mold me on Mukal Kaboy Mokang, but Mukal from Mofana Boinka. Come in near Diamo, And I told them this. I told you, Albes Nyalaka, Albes Silaka Silame Alongo, I know your pattern, Albert Mento. And they made it very clear to me to know they are independent body. Nobody is controlling them. And I told them, who are you people? Then people need to know you. You need to come out. And they promised me, they are coming out very soon. They prepared, they are grand prepared, and they will be having reporters. I'm going to go fine. If you have reporters, anytime we have events, we call you to come as an independent journalist. Go. I told Albala Pedro Bilka and Sansan, you are trying to settle down. Albala Dokula and Mulbala Dokula, Mulbala Jumala Pedro Coma. Go fine. That's okay. But let's try to be professional in whatever we do. No man surveillance. Now I don't go because look, media is there. Media is for accountability. Nobody. You said you are not going to be criticized, but I can tell you, is one of the most criticized. One of the most criticized person. Criticize them. People criticize him here, but Yankuba is somebody. If you criticize him, you are criticized. Na ajako ya criticize me na nyende ke jabile abuka moki afumula kale jab because ina tale benyola so yango buka bambu moko ma kamol use kamol tamili nya ka ko alta mi nya ndetral ko no yango buka okay yango buka okay yango bitara fem fere ndo abitara nyatole abuka tara koma je na te men kala to kera ha nani mol natra comme fende me an kan mol bele dentala ani mol be kananyol ba ni fende me an akla ko la wodi aka tan lako ali mbor ko ma ya tamba nya ndala tam ndala ko so is not that kind of person so bari ka wuliya la kan and you expect him to keep quiet. It's not going to happen. Momo wuliya la kan ya no abede ya no be mol le kile ne kan no, that's not going to happen. It's not possible. And then Akumar Purumbe understand. Pado. Angama be kumalika sinyaje la malao nyata yo. Pado. Angama lao nyata yo. Ama yae binda. Buma ama yo problem. Suma wainga. Buma ama yo problem. Okay? Anga man dama am suma own way. Man dumali buga am that kind of confrontation admit no. Man dumali def no. So li mota mangla advice. I'm not a suma wainga ya joke, but every joke has a limit. Suma wainga. So the one buga every joke has a limit. Diga. Man so where nigga suma ya I have own platform. So buga that was a platform gabida. But man so you suma platform da dal suma wainga but dama buga nga dal suma nigga dalal nga mo nek fi duma ama yo ben problem suma nigga dama buga ñu nek comme nit ñu nek arito so buga ñu nek arito dama buga please dama la ñaan behave there nekul yo kena ya fi nekade wa bana so I know Jumal lebe ñun kokono. We know the people behind it. You know, these media houses, each and every one of these media houses will be exposed one day. The media house will be in Keka, lumbe be exposed. They will all be exposed. Because Alta Haidla, Itatala Mabori Koka Moriki. You see, because Ima that guy. It was here in Gambia. I've been on Gambian. The one behind the liberal page. I've been on Gambian. During the time UMC Ghana, he was here. I've been on Gambian. And now UMC is a prominent member of UMC. This was a guy. He's from Kaur. Around Kaur, CRR. CRR. Abroad. But I know his intention. But come on, you are in the UK. I don't know whatever kind of job you're doing in the UK, but you know very well in UK, I mean, Yankuba is middle class. It is alone very well called. UK Yankuba get a class. If you want to be like him, Nila Kakala Yankuba, Akata Kome Yankuba Akata Nyame. Allah intention na alone, but at the killer. Albe membiru na belone, but Allah intention of the killer. Na lanyo lone. Na lanyo lone, albe memkura mo mal bay patio kora, tulle budal fayal, atakal fasum patio lo. Albe no talib bensuda, moment talib bay patio kora, talib le jampaka, patio buya, ataka fasum patio lo. Moment talib bay. Nobody, moment talib bay. Moment talib bay. Talibule jamfake ay patio bula, ay patio use, ay patio to use, ay patio like structural use, ay akon wadi. Instead of selling the agenda of the party. At the end of it, I patio betray. I patio betray. After serving as a two-time mayor under that party. Unyom jump on to the Besoro. Talib Bensura, unyom jump on to the Besoro. Jumani la Talib Bensura. Mome yalonko yebondinam from nowhere. Mome yalonko ay doya bete ay ko betete. Bite ite lo take ite o jamfa. Ite ka foko jumala bi nyabi gamben jumala nyabe mala pour kay banko dite la. Jumala be banko de tal ben suda. Jumala. Bonde yalla ko ngam ko baro kana baro ba ablo kala baro ngo baro ya bula hello. A defense of the baro ya bula hello. Nin talib besule nan talib ya merenum komen nin talib besule ni fonni kew ya merenum ko talibum fenneti baro ya bula hello. Fat afamel gambien ko mu nyama tolit. Afamel gambien ko mu nyama tolit. Mo me ya longo mol me yeke fenti. Mol me ya longo yeke fenti ye ko be ke. But in fact, mo me ya longo wollo te ay jalelo te ay fongo be te alote ay jalelo te ay fongo be te. Mo le ko mo be fama. Nata nun ko msabe UDP mo lo tambe nunu. Mo sa fo no fon demande. But Allah you see no Talib Bensouda from the first time to the second time. I co-based on Talib Bensouda. It was because Allah you see for Talib Bensouda ketanum from patio from la Francoti. Patio from la imagine look at this from the level they got a from a junior executive member to a senior executive member. From a junior executive member, from imagine it. Talib Bensouda patio kono wole nyama. It was nothing. It was not an executive member, nothing. And I don't know wole nyama. UDP ya bambu, ye meyo ya diala. Dunya be ya long through that meyo ya. Dunya be ya long through meyo ya. Yeah, dunya be ya long through meyo ya. Patio menna alfa menna nyaton ko yakuto wo alfa ita ko bolo doala ita ko lefa ko wala doala jiga ita lo to jam signajol tal mesule be lola in the platform ko ala usoni lo matale nyaton ko ti ala usoni lo matala atla mento ita la mento o meta bula follow ite o bula ala musino mansal mo me de kanandi I londo dila, I found dila, I londo dila, I makamo dila. Yo jam far, it's a Gambia song, for Gambia go milekina. You are looking at national interest. What kind of national interest are you looking at? I told new style of political I told him political Jawbana than political. Mem monkey, member can political, you know what can political. Gambia political target, men the I told you UMC, DMC, divide movement with change. I want someone on political con. I want Damal Dundinola, I family Damal Dundinola. I told you Bekeda, UMC, aka DMC. Ale family the mal dindi ñola ja. Mohamed Jamla Kabuka, why you people are, so jealous about Tali. Who is jealous about Tali? Who is jealous about Tali? Who is crying about Tali? I keep saying, go. I don't borrow Tali Bula and Tali be low as a candidate. I have Bula low as a candidate. I keep saying that. Pour Tali be alone, remember Ken? I don't Gamen call Mankanyamadit. I don't Gamen call Tinim Banco dear. Because Gambian call already learned from him. They already learned. Ya lo mo mo si kwa la mati. So ndeka bola ndeko arabaro ndeka bula lo. Nya nyawe ba ko ha nya ya mo lo because of your band. No be winner. No be winner. Ay ya bula lo. Billahi wala ndeka wala dua. Ital ben so bula lo. Aya fon test bank. But ni belo wala fana akani Sénégal e ko mo le pati o bula ye mo le pati o bula fana yena molta ibe jola e ko be pati o tinyala e o baraka wala so yena molta yelo ni pour ko pati o demol tinya ana sina je fo na mo wa ala mo sino mansat na sino jibe ala mo ga sino mansat ala mo ga sino mansat. God will never sleep. Wallahi summa wallahi lazim. Ni de amiro nunko. Ide be fonni ide be molle tala karala. Ibe kala joint, ibe kala slave. Ibe molle tala ibe wol jola pour que ñom adama di wol tinya. Wallahi ngol te mo jola. Ngol fongol le be kelo kelam fay. Bugo kukli lata wala ñuntu ko. Ala ko kana to ñoro ni mon to ñoro ke ala be lolé fele. Ngol to ñoro kele. Ndol manta toñero kala de bar momo yen toñe mbena jiko dila ala men sembo tala ala semen du men dina be kala na shinna jibe fo ite fo ala men fo wala mbam fo te men fo wala ala men fo do ne be sabat la nyim banko kam ala men fo wala to nyim banko kanja atol political party atol kala political party yolo atol ni new style of politics la mina new styles of politics atol ni politique kuta mala mina nyimba ko kanya ala ko nya atol mum politique kuta mala sama nyimba ko kanya kabri atol nata atol mum politique kuta mala sama nyimba ko kanya ala ko modi na mon ke lungulung kali ibe mo jele la dron lungulung kali marketing lungulung dollem non dol we are the best political party ndolla political party oni the way we form it is completely different with all other political party. Hey alaka juma le nene mba fola mo mele ko de. You know, I think sometimes it's the level of education. And the formation of a political party is the first time. You know, they started it from the grassroots, from Duma, to be a big politician. Let's say parties like NUP, because Abdullah was never a politician. Abdullah Jammeh was never a politician. Abdullah Jammeh la party formed from a grassroots. None of them were politicians. Mote economy along a political office totally. Mote economy along actually he went for a political office one time. Amanda they come up with their ideas. Yela party form, none of them were into politics. Yela party form, make sure because I see before they start, they make sure that you have a rep in every region. You can check it. Make sure you rep in every region. Yela party form. Without no momentary game along council or deputy or maybe mayor or chairman. No political office. Will party or the naturally. Unlike was not Democratic Party. Kabel you people look and time women motage mayor along the Ebafroko, you marrying at the positional whole camp in any of the local governments or in any of the political positions at that very time. Motage. Nobody was holding a political position there. It was particular na de kafre nyoma e kafre nyoma ye million nya kilo so ye million nya kilo mo so wala nyindi ko ka je ko ka sojar maralo dañim banko kanja ka je ko ka sojar maralo dañim banko kanja ka sojar maralo dañim banko kanja UDP lota wala kama UDP la simfa mo wolti nyim banko kan UDP wala that is the formation of UDP. Wala UDP la long count. It was from the grassroots. Kabel Duma. Kabel kafta nyoma ye patrol bete e kafta nyoma. Momentara political office ye atolu tal ben suda be patrol lola atara tal ben suda be UDP kono. Atara tal ben suda be serving mayor in UDP. A serving mayor. Amoto kotanga I serving councilor l'etat. Serving councillors. People elect them into office. Atol the way Atol Leopard informed that it is completely different. It has never happened in this country. What? What are you telling us? What difference? Atol mun difference is someone in Banco Kanya. Mun difference. Kan nyata alkan me volo nyuko. Atol nyata ale masima dimol, ale moto dimol. NPP moto jelle sang. NPP kabuli lode moto jelle sang. NPP kabuli loda. Because the NPP can law, the same thing. NPP movement, they have offices in almost all the regions. The Nika law. What is your difference with MPP? Minimal difference than any NPP. Minimal difference than any NPP. Alafu moli. Nagara kodo al total kalka wala jay kodo. Ale aka kodo mo NPP ka ko ni siba ki lo bon ale motol sa NPP motol sa ale masima sa NPP motol sa masima sa adon ni NPP milan fata ala fo molle aka ko milale ko new politics ala fo molle bu ko almede ka fo molle ko atol nyim politique kutama le kana ala fo molle mina wo politique kutama yindi mina mo politique kutama ala fo molle ba molle ya understand mum politique kutama le batol bulu Atol kalka gambe dumul le nini atol be gambe dumul nini no nyaadi gambe dumul be nyum bata kono atol ko atol lefta kono le instead of ale gambe dumul le bata jibe atol le interest is all about the money coming kodo men kan atol ka that is only your interest. That is the only thing may along it force you people to be in the wrong side. Jumala le bay party okon fatol malon ko mem whatever was coming. Even after a government yard ban, for example, you people expect that. But we all expecting that because we ale konente ya mention, ale jawi ya mention, ale jampa mention the UDP come. Ale jampa mention the UDP come. Ale am ale de sinola, ale am ale de sinola. Fatu le amenu ale de sinola la ba. Atoli alom membe kenu, ale alom albe membe kono. But yet still because of meneka ale konente ya mention ala usoni, ale konente ya mention the UDP. Wala tina atol kapul bura UDP ko anta ka fasu ka polo, ka pare, ka molta ke recruit pour ka UDP tinya. Ka gambe ko jumni UDP la atol so ba atol bara ko so. Momo amre yo bara ko so ke fon la nene. Momo ya mero teo bara ko so tike fon nene because nyim patio be dan sangi tan saba mfanyol fata mbamanyol fata mamanyol fata mbarinyol fata ndoko mal fata nyim patio la ko wala because mina kan ko la Gambia kendol na ro samana na palasol dialla ale mol jam faawo palasol kam aljana kato la fazun ka fonlo ala musino manta ala sa baraka ka to lo patio na sina jide fata ameno ala musino mansal ala man sino mansal God never sleep. Wallahi summa wallahi, God never sleep. Ala na sinola. Ala na sinola. Alkama mole ko atol nim podi kutuma. Ala fonye. Atol mine sama nan Gambia podi ko me ya longo more big. Because the thing is here, we are all in this politics together. Politiko bitaka nyame njam. Especially from 2016 for Canada side. Même alone in Banco Canyon Mansia. Même alone in Banco. Il va falloir qu'on n'a pas le temps, mais comment ça va malo? No. mole atol samana na kansulo palaso di dol yudi be dongol le badata atoli yudi be dongol be sunni o sungaro kono de sacrifice be sunni nyawena o sungaro kono sacrifice ke ye campaign kale ani mole ani nyola ye wol bal ya diatolla biatol lo yo pati o jampa bal kapati o jampa mon kata because that's your democratic right and I keep saying that Oman the democracy now if you want to go and form a political party at any moment you can go and form it. Hey, تقبل روم تقبل فتقبل روم لما فتقبل روم فتقبل نادي لما that تقبل ibona GDC the guy is from GDC but do you see this kind of problem, do you see this kind of fitna between that guy and the GDC? When the guy left GDC he focused on his mission تقبل Amalka Atala fakana GDC la deputy party leader. Akana GDC la deputy party leader. I have function party on law. I have function movement on law. Kabla I have function movement on law. I have focus movement wala Gambia. Hey, wala mold milano ko mose milano kala. Isa fundo ko yes nyulu. They have a plan. Me alongo is about good Gambia. But more me alongo. Ite mo party okono. Alo party le ko be kete. O parti o ito tendi dunia la o parti la kunede dunia be ya ibodo o parti o kono ima ko ino ko ala baraka fana fo e ko te bo parti o tinyala ite o baraka soto mun tole ite o baraka soto mun tole fo de malon ko parti o molle fata nyum parti we fo de malon ko molle fata nyum parti o wolma mewo ya soto molle fata nyum parti o wolma chairman ya soto molle fata nyum parti we wolma council ya soto molle fata nyum parti wolma meyo ya soto molle fata nyum parti e jongole londo soto bi manta do ko ke ka e manta do kula bon ifanyo le do ko ka men ka wolo nyuti ko e ko pour ala so Gambia kendo la Gambia me ya lonko banko dungo bi ba fa mo jala ko wala muy fanyo le kelodi wala muy baño le kelodi wala muy bariño le kelodi wala muy dungo le kelodi ntol wulta wo kelo la ntol mo wuli kana ka foko ngam mole tinya mo tinya man ken dol bul buko do ko alama do ko tinya wo ten dol bulu o ala la bulu alama do ko tinya wo ten dol bulu o ala la bulu bon même fa do ka meso ay tonya ya alama do ni jigo sembe to ya ala betar le fele ebe la ala ebe jigo sembe ala haza wazal ni la ala jigo sembe ala haza wazal ala betar le fe wallahi sumu ala betar le fe foni atare man la ala batuma be la ala jigo sembe ala betar le fe ala betar le ka munkan ala betar le fe to nyal ala betar le fe to nyal ni ala be fe to nyala e man nyen na sila le fenna sila wonde e be hali la ka to nyala fu yala ala to nya foto yala ala mo kilo sama banda to ko sondo do tere because I told you already, we know the plan. Because after cabinet commission report on Tata to the president, we've seen talking, not the amol jele. Cabinet commission report on some president waya, not the amol jele. Na savelo jele. But we took our time. We are watching. Because who can talk about if you want to be a political activist and you want to have electoral credibility, you need to be consistent. Because consistency is very important. Be consistent, that is where you have credibility. If you are not consistent, you always lack credibility. So consistency is very important in political activism. Nibe political kono. Killing be that year back. Killing. Ni trinta political conodron. Ya make sure the cuckoo cake and water draw. I try and consistently. Ala better leafin. Kana fuko. Ha karimun jawaliti. Karimun eliminate karimun unity. Ninto and another draw afo. Ha. Ninto and another draw afo. Near to Yapodron, you are okay. Tonya will come matter. Tonya be John be for India. Tonya don't will be John be for India. Let's call a spade a spade. Do your politics. And you allow others to do their politics. But current commission instead of you guys focus on the commission report, let's try to debate, let's try to more distract. But for commission, the fate of the report, is it with me? Is it with Yankoba? Is it with UDP? UDP have no powers about the reports. UDP have no powers. UDP must send message about the report. Must send message again. So new after commission okay. Commission report somebody. I still stood by my word. Kajako, whatever thing you moment as a head of state, you must remember one thing. You are the head of state. And nunca break a palazzo ta yekal Qur'anola. Yekal Qur'anola. Kabika palazzo in the yekal Qur'anola. Because you are going to be even clean the bank doing the it's a bank didn't you discriminate. That was your statement. Ita banku didn't you discriminate. That is your statement. Because ye kali wala ko ite ba make sure ko banko luwa ni ba tankala. Or the name ata ko banko luwa tankala e nyanda ka banku do be treated equally. That is my stand. And I still stand by. I still ndelo wakande. Ndelo wakande. Kajeko. Commission Jamal Lakere Nyimbangoka. There has been a lot of commissions in this country. And a Nyagelo commission will let a recommendation to the But for what a banko feboga. Ye banko na pluta, yadu commission okundo. Some of the reform recommendations or some of the recommendations make it in the commission window. Kumba amunde, kumba amde, kumba amunde. Kumba me basho, and kumba me basho. Eka banku don't take it to you now. I used to always say injustice everywhere. No. I mean, injustice is something that I will never and ever tolerate. But one thing is very clear, nobody can allow me to. Nobody can more than the push or nyumfo. But as far as my banko kanja, I will always speak. As far as my banko kanja, kuku kita nyum banko kanja media mulare. Ni apana tara mal londi soda kura, but na londo soda fen dingo nakilo to media mulare. Media mulare. So ning ataramun commission kita. Your recommendation or somebody, your call the president. So we are waiting on what the president is coming with. Over caring, instead of you guys focus on that, alcohol because we look at that, the rumors are in the Taliban. But is it confirmed? It could be a rumor. So, but because of the Taliban sign or the Taliban make sure you can be cardinal for Tinana, the cardinal for Antal, the Margin Ninola, Umunafiki among Kutoleti. Ha, Taliban Talola, but make sure the cardinal for Bay Fundilal, Umujawi among Kutoleti, Umujawiati Banko Bay. Banko trouble, Banko Bataman Bacon. Yeah, Mark, I will take you later. Jamfal batamen beko. Ni banko be batamen beko. Instead of us to come together, instead of us to stay together from the beginning, whatever difficulty, let us not see it as personal. But because every time I go have car level 20, I mean car new kai I go 2026 kai be boy but 2031 ibe wala prepare kam. For wala mugambe la kai road. For Gambia wala dua. Is that our prayers? For wala mun dole dua tiba. Mark, I told him later later, just allow me. For wala mun dole dua tiba. O man ken dole dua tiba. O man ken dole dua tiba. Ndole dua mo mento wala nyindi ko. Nyim banko alma ale tanka waitu alama baro bloko in 2026. Alma ale tanka wala. Pour nyim banko waitu alama baro bloko 2026 alma ale Gambia be tanka wala. Ale ya di momo wala Allahu alam. Bon be duwala ale nyim banko bondi alama baro bloko. Ba to lindele. Ato lindele because atol ni alama baro la kafo mo jam fanyola. Atol ni adama baro la kafo mo jam fanyola. No. Ali adama baro man kan ali adama baro man jam fanyola. Because adama baro bi wala focus mo mende ka UDP kele. Atol fan la focus mo mende ka UDP kele. Because you guys know very well albe jemo men pleka. Mo jele be UDP kon al ka jele ka wol attack. Even I don't know if it came on like here and that liberal time, and I know the guys remember it's a bit tribalist. Amanda Kekam Fekama, I'll fight or I'll join to UMC is nothing but tribe. He's a tribalist. Among I'll join Kataka UMC among the Namaka tribalism. And Atala tribalism will have been in Bango Samba. See for them fanso. Ndolkonte focus about the future of this country. Fontol come the Yola Keller. Nkombe nyokela la ay banko tu mahsi bokono banko tu manto bokono ndol konto lut la wal Allahu a'lam ndol konto lut la wal. So my point is very clear. Chairman Yankuba Darboe albe fatala umale. Like I said, if you want to know him, go to my page. You listen to himself about life history explained to the people. Tana peyoto ye kiyama Yankuba Darboe la moy about tariko explain kan ay kala mu commence ñadi le fay kala mo bam fa bo kala mu ada UK I remember time UK I be for jail ala life up to kabudna back to Gambia ata yalla moy bam fo mo fuuri ne bo kala no bam ata yalla mo fo mo le bo kala me yalla ko mo ngani yo so Gambia. Fo mole bo kele ba me yalon ko mangani yo soro Gambie bang mole be sonno batala ba mo me yalon ko o mangani yo soro Gambie bang mo se o batal ken senke anna hakilo du nyoro anna nyo bunya anna nyo respect. Everybody have opinions wherever you want to go politically. Align yourself with. I have friends. Well, I don't go with UMC. I don't go with them. Today, we did our program. And then the guy who came there, I mean, if you see me and him, you would not even think of it. And then, you know, the program was very tough. The program was very tough. But what? At the end of it, we did the program. At the end of it, we joke, we clap. But because it go constantly, I don't let focus on the more killing. Cow married Tinagron, Kajiko cow married because of Mekara, Taliban UDP Bullet, Meferoka from Kajiko, Melba UDP from Ningla Alpha Quendi. Nini Alpha Quendi. But Albabata Balal. alba bata ba pourquoi ko ka bukal be yanko Darboe tinyal because of his politics, because of ala katakul, because of all what he's doing for the party. Atolo ko atol bo tinyal because wala katakul party yo kono al ka fanya la kam ka ko yanko bani Mr. Darboe be kuyal ka ko Mr. Darboe yanko bani Mr. Darboe kuyal e boni Mr. Darboe kuyal minal yanko bani Mr. Darboe mu issue lo so yanko bani Mr. Darboe mu issue lo so mbat no do kuyal. But because like that, Allah nan yomu wale di kajako kayam kuba ni Mr. Darboe kuntu o kayam kuba ni UDP ngol kuntu. That is your agenda. That's your plan. Wala mala mission. Wala mala nganyoti. Wala mala nganyoti. But why do you want to fa kenna? Momato lo bay parti okono. Atol le botale fon le parti okono. Altata kal fonction movement lo. Allah da parti lo fo bi man parti ni malono. Alman si ale reflect. Why parti o malono? Alko ya be tam yubi. Alko ya niniga mo mena ya be dile. Fombe bi men kono. Parti o malono. Parti o malono fana. Bari atol ko atol ta fatala bota parti o mendo. Ina la kawo je mun tole. Ina la kawo je mun tole. Samalo ro sondo ka tela mine kata al focus alla patio kan al focus alla movement lo kan fo al barista no nyamen ni al register already sinan na yesi me men kala saman sage nal belo ayello comme démocratie ala o nyamen bar mina tino wondi dum all the time atol katul bo tinyala ala e momenta abe wulu wato me al malon abe tamal wato me al malon abe karam kan men fendu wala karam kono atol ko wandi atol bo tinyala because whenever you disagree with him, but who can be ni momo songa moye ta e ke joronti purka moku purka keloke purka nyong adama do kele. That is up to you. And then I always say this. Wallahi me fon fen kala I always think about it. Ngam mem bonga fon fen ni sama na ida ngadia mo me ko sama na be benno la le o nimme mem fola ma nyanda calculer lako ay ke fe di mel ngo sama na se benno se blu di nyola ba ku ki le ba ni e to na fo moye wallahi suma wallahi ina ta sila law marila yani ta ko to na fo mo worandi ina ta sila law marila bu ko to nya wala ku mar to nya wala ka adama dum sindi no ba ni e ko na fo mo andum ima ibalanta kaw fanyani ntakara de fine nina benta ibe ko jimila nina benta ibe ko jimila but ni to nya fu yalon ko to nya ila da ko yembe ko to nya lokan nina benta ale nyo ko na me da ko faransa lon ko Allahu alam ite lo to nya ni yewdo ne fo ila to nya ndo yewlo ilo ta wolta oto alna focus na patiol kan. There is a coalition discussion. We pray for Alma Alake. Patiole Kafunyum. Patiole be Jero Kenyintuko. Kagambia Kendo Soto. Patiole Bela Jero Niko Gambia Sera Gambia Me Alongo. Memurla Nyokan. But the Nasa Gambia Me Alongo Memurla Nyokan. Or Alisa Hakilo to know the B. Because at the end of it, we want to have a Gambia. Gambia Me Alongo the Mali Benale. People from different political parties can even work in the government as far as they have the knowledge. They have the capacity to serve in the government, even if they are from other political parties. But you londo soto, you hamo soto bankoe, and they have the qualification. Your qualification also, ya hamo soto, ya qualification also, ya londo soto. Puruka do koke mansakunda kono. Mina tinande kara do kola, but nin na ntata fit no kono. Na mo kendo better laji because of ni mantra the same political belief the son naka do ko dila masa kuna ko anu man betea because ila sila men na plus do ko dila because bila kata ku jawol mel tambital tema al kijobe bola nyokan al kana son kijobe nyokan al kana son kijobe nyokan so agree and disagree and I always say this but this agreement and disagreements are not very professionalism. Nakada professionalism, nakada tonyati, ndam ko jimila nyoy sam. Ndam ko jimila nyoy sam. or to those media houses or those platforms, like, you have, and then me, I encourage people to open platforms. But if you open a platform, show yourself. If you know that you are truthful, if I'm telling you, if I'm telling you, go, no more they are biggest, they criticize. People like Mark Janet. Mark Janet always come and criticize people. People like me, I come and criticize people. But people know that people know that Mark Janet about coma. He does not hide behind people and say things. He has the courage to say, I tell men feel careful. Because he has his own platform. So near platform, you want to use it as an independent platform, then you need to control your platform. You can't measure your platform. The moment se fait like koima. In the moment se fait la manière que le witch hunting. Because cooking le bien. Look, Allah haklo de cooking le. Nous haklo de cooking le. Ni banko betembo mendo. Billahi. Nintole ya melo ni nyokelo membala. Wole be nyimbanko samala kanyone ne. And then you see, the worst thing is, people who will be fighting each other, you look at them. Who are these people? That is the saddest part of it. All these bigger laws, who are the people leading it? Let's ask ourselves. And I'm for you, Juman Levin, you call for come. That's a big discussion we have to do his side. Molmel de Malbe Kelola, Juman Levin. That is the saddest part of it. Mol melbe kelola, Juman Levin Kelola, Juman de Malbe Kelola. Politico Bekerne, Mojama Malbe Politico, but Juman Levin Kelola. Juman de Malbe Nola. Juman de Malbe no Jawiakan. But no, let's use our brain. Let's look at our own. Let's not forward view bang. Ntolbetlo nyo kelol. Ntolbetlo nyo tinyari. It's too sad. It's too sad. Ntolko metlo nyo kelol. Ntolamero nyo kelol. Wole be banko lilan tola. Anasi na gibelo. You know, like I said, Momo Yamelo, you're doing all this fight for Darboe. You're not doing this for Darboe. Billahi wallahi ta'ala. Momo Yamelo, can you do tinya? Ila ka Darboe tinya? No, ibe banko tinya kan. Because UDP is Gambia. UDP mu Gambia. UDP lo Gambia. So my advice is, I respect every person operating in, because I more little bit their media personals. I respect them. They wrote about me, they speak about me, you can phone something about me. Because I respect their profession. I have to respect them. Because these people are my friends. Because they are my friends, so they should always write good things about me. No. Media is all about accountability. Media is all about accountability. Holding people accountability and make sure things are transparent. That is one of the job of the media. So I'm not, because I have people, they are media personnel, so I have to make sure I have to be in their good book all the time. No. I cannot be in the good book of everyone. I'm not an angel. I'm not going to come and come to my quality. I'm not going to get my But cooking never you call. Let us try to be professional in whatever little we do. That is my point. And I just made it clear. Anybody who want to be a media house, be a media house. But cooking is all in you go more in Banco Jamfa. Nafulokan. In Banco Jamfa. It is Saya. At least father even lying Damindo. Even lying Damindo. Well, last Mahola, Ibe Mirala. Ye Banco Jamfa, what men. More in Banco Jamfa. momo nyim banko dum troblo kono lumbe sile be kan ali atra fatale po jandi ka fa lumbe sile be sile be lala il faut va ko ha ta benyum ko do men do maka nyum jam fa ko do be banko jam fa ta benyum men ki because you will because alati ko no gemo nyama wala ndega fonni ko sa haklu du bak anna haklu du bak bugo nyim politiko nyim be ban ndo lebe se leja ida na taja on na fa nim fa tan be la dingo kon nim boy tan yo kan o niara na fenna domo pour ka nyotinya wallahi azim dingo kon na kabur dingo kon ani be kabur dingo kon wallahi il faut bal nako na fenna domo na fenna ma manya na mem mal wala na nde I mean why not that you do back and I have to take the sole responsibility of whatever actions I will do in politics. I always want to take the responsibility. Because now look, you are just joking. I'm not going to because you are talking about issues. I do more and no more kunkono me along the person ni woman do a kunkono sa kuke no banko me along sa banko na pa wallahi lo kuma ka me along ay wala moy fa ale banko fo defender yomal kiyama in banko do ba ki dila wala na dia mo man dia safero man dia sa hakilu du ba dia mo man dia safero man dia sa hakilu du ba ana tan be searing whatever comfort zone. Let us be very mindful me men safera. Let us be very mindful me men fola. But cooking never yet. Nim media house or media house, I am going to on a personal fight. If you come out on a personal fight, you are hiding. I mean, the front body we feel like a mayor will be from Como. The front bowl of Busala. It's very simple. But the law Busala Menna, I will call a melody. The Nadron Kawulika Busaka can get it. No, but Busala Pempela Bakalaji call it. It is a marble, it didn't make it a marble because it didn't be marble. I call them Mako, many a bullet, where alone I table men. Not a marble new day for the Cortina Killer. Bill Lahed the Fantasilla Namula and Yoka for the Silla and Yoran Media to them. No. Follow us all Babel, follow us all Bembu, Darbe and Darben. Follow us all Babel, follow us all Bembu, Molbe Nomaka, Molbe, Molcam from Noma, Darbe and Darben, Naka Findica Diam, Naka Findica Diam. Near Fania Sabin, Finina Sanan. It is a marble, it is a hand like a finty, Molly because you are a coward. The man goes Sivazin. Buka Motoni, Buka Molen, Buka Bula Mola. And the political column, because Gadua Ale, Amara can be more queer the political column. But Alcana came more no more Docolati. One of them look at a guy, Yama down Docolati. Go ask people about me in the council. Go Altamon Gantala at the council. When it's politics, we do our politics. When it's governance, we do our governance. When it's policy formulation, we form policy. That's my mission. Focus. So you commission me alongo report of finish. Nobody knows what is the fate of the commission. Mama long commission I mean because Momo ndika jam ya beka here self as now. Abela fuka Momo ka jam ya beka here self. So ni commission do commission la report ta atul be para la al kata na because of minega you feel like atul ka ya beti nyat le sai atul ka mina sai albe do le fa tinya ko na atul tarbe o menso al kalbo tarbe do la mo do that's not going to work. I'll be faithful Allah. Na alabado. Nan albe la mo fulu me alongo. Alabado ba fulugo. Karmanta lola. Na karibana. That is where the discussion is going to come. Otumol discussion on mina. Otumol discussion on mina. Lulu me alongo kaito finjira me akara nyola. Eko commission e karla ban. O commission e karla keten. We all read the commission and come and have a discussion. But that does not mean go commission report or findo do wala betela do atulu mina fingala sai. Atulu nyapela mulka do mulna be kawla la mulna. Albe fadi la mulna. Alko mulka na off. We are not stopping any media house to write whatever you want to write. And then, you see, when I saw, the Bloomberg channel, I told the guy go, because these are people now they are hiding. And I said to him, I spoke to you, media you can go to an independent media house. Guy go, but if you are an independent media house, it'll be severe, it'll be responsible on your part, on an independent media platform. Guy go, that away until I come vindicately. You are not an independent platform. Yes, you be in the platform. Then apa? Guy go, it's an independent platform. Guy go, it's very simple. Be a member, because you are using an independent platform to attack somebody, personal. And you are telling me because that's an independent platform? No. An independent platform and a personal page is completely different. Well, because I have an independent platform when you attack. That's why you're attacking him personally on that independent platform. But is that okay? Is that the way you are taught in school to do the journalism in that way? No. And not happy with you. And especially in funding. You see, the bigger problem about this country is in funding. No, Mark will come. Mark will not moldy. Mark always come to. Anytime I go to his platform, he always open it for me. I mean, I just want to. No one topic less of no. I remember Mark Shaman, and I always want to have discussion with Mark because, I mean, without disagreement in politics, still now we are. Then Mark, like I said, because no Mark, UMC maintain Mark Landinola, and Mark, I'm a friend for come UMC member. Now by former ambassador now by I will come from sometimes he's always a catram match. He's always mad about me sometimes. But now ambassador Palacio table. One guy go be somebody like America next not government not. But I'm Mark Pool. I'm Mark Pool. Can be somebody like America. Make a lot of ambassador. Germany dal. No, Germany can double euro. Germany I will never leave him in Germany. So this is the point. So let us fear Allah. Let us fear Allah. Let us know whatever. Because you can be hiding, but Allah knows what you. Allah knows the person behind the page. I don't know the person behind the page. Them are long. Remember page in come, but Allah we are long. Remember page in come. Them are long. You can hide, but you can never hide from Allah. It's not a marble. One Allah is more like it's a marble alam. It's a marble alamadumuma. It's an alamadumul tunyakam. It's a bula alamadumula. But Allah is more like it's not a marble alam. No, I fire you. In other marvel alam. Because Allah is in everywhere. So you can, it's a marvel on the Rejala, Yentonia, Yakumo Foma, Yamabo. Yemen from a Luson, Allah, Luson, do for Alam, or better than Allah Tema. Because Allah told Jikin the Wall, Allah will Fontolier. Allah told Jikin the Wall, Allah will Fontolier. Because Muslim Mayan, that is the constitution of the Islam. That's the Quran. That's what the Quran tells us. That's what the Hadith told us. The policies of Islam. I can well. So the left faith belaying whatever. That is all what I have to say about that. My next topic is Mama Cham. Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff. Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff. We know all what is happening, we know it. Backway more la Kulun. Kulun Melialo, we can more muta backway la. Navy ka more muta backway la. Mama Cham, we have to audit you. You need to be audited. You need to be audited with the immigrations. Alia kulungun nan kam gelle muta. Alia masin gelle muta. O kulungun le, o masin le, who is using, jumale le use kam. Ebe pakri ne bam formantra pakri. Mama Cham, we want to know this very soon, Mama Cham. Army Chief of Defense Staff, I am talking to you, Mama Cham. Go, bakwe talal la kulun. Bakwe talal. Ike muda, ika kulun no muda bakwe talal. Bulme wo kulun le ngo. Kulun nyuli le. Because namina ambo yango kulun tinyala be kerim bile. Nyim bakwe mto o membe keke. Namina ambo ko bakwe talal la kulun bibe wolle tinyakam. O bakwe talal la kulun bibe wolle han o baka nyim funding ke kar nyolma. Puri yaki nyemu taramoti. Mama follow it. Mama Cham, you know what I am saying. We have an evidence. Evidence call your life, and I want you to understand. We want the army to come out and tell us, the navy to come out and tell us, and where are those boats? Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff, Mama Cham, remember leaving super traffic light, Mbetella. Bakwe talal la kulunga le, kulunga la masungu le. Jumala be kulunga news kan keke nyemu taramoti. You want to know this? These are key things nyanda kelo. Musome kana China kana kodo wakabondi muntole. We know what we are saying. Nka no men for na lonne annoncer de jarole bembulu. And Mr. President, let me tell you something, Mr. President. You see, Alkana tulu molla bankola. Molla bankola funding kawul be faka nyimbakono. Funding kawuli molle la kodol jo, molle sacrifice olke. E bulade nyimbala kata. Ye mol muta. E muta na ila family losto bela. Kulu women pone yalon ka aleo kulumuta instead of aleo kulumuta, alea utilize alea state, alea di bankola, ay bankola fa fenna. Atol more than tanu. Allegedly trying to make sure that allegedly. We have the evidence with us. And Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff, can même fois Lieutenant Fintia for Gambia Dumuli. Ale kululu muta nyimbaku etala bi kululu le nevi kululu muta kululu pakiri muntole masinje lemu. But the inventory must be with them. Every clue mentata, there must be an inventory. For several clue you must ingele, clue you must nyadility, a baker record and all the records are with us. A baby bull. And I'm not looking at clue in Banco at Wanyama. I don't want la Banco Tinala. I don't feel a Banco funding Kaola. Imagine you balafat de ya for Sola. You balafanta ya Sola. Molbe broda, mole sacrifice olke. Yela corral wafi. Yela kaunta yebe wafi. After selling all what they belong to them. Yota yabe wafi. Yela dimulta yebelu kunu pela bakwela. Alaman na bakwe sona dino wolma. Wala kunu. Wala joran atulba baluka wolela. Allahu Akbar. Atol yo woleta, atol be utilize ka wolela. Alman balafa so nyum funding ka wole. At least what masakunda could even do wole ni ko kaw kulunta ke wafi kulun nyemu talalma o yo kulunta yusolta ye encourage ye di yusola different youth groups sola ye tay franka nyemu toke nyo da sonia bankoka. But this government is not thinking. Aleo kulunta instead of aleo kulunta aliye muta aliye doku aliye di funding kola kulun nyulu jumalle be kulun use kan kata nyemu tola and na lolle kulun be kata nyemu tola kulun nyulu ka jelle samana every day. We know it. But yeah, Mark, you can send the request, but quickly level ya when you go to Gambia, so don't mal better than Yola jam. Don't position them mal better than Yola, be Yonena, be Kumul Fell and Yoka. Masakunda be capitalized can Kabankota Kame. Moldo Kuriala, but the Banko Dunka Yoko sitting there, come and sitting like one sitting there. Abe Kuriya Bela, Abe Bembe Dunkan Yokon in Banko Kanjang. The only thing I feel quite less survival, but I want you to Kabanko Dum fit in Okon. Allahu Akbar. ka bankota kadum fitno kon. That's all what is interested of. After all this, after all the corruption in the member, after all the manipulation in the member, the only thing they want to do is to put this country into fitna. Kanyum banko dum fitna kono, ka banko jungul damal dinyola, ka divide and rule bambandi banko kan, so that they can stay more in power. So that they can stay in power. I want you to know that, we are not stupid, we are not mad, and we know what exactly you people are up to. Well, go. Selain kunyara fongol di la barundi malam mafrnyali fongol nying emang fokus do orang polle
nga bele be mbuluja hani jinjero bele mbuluja
no mana mola wanyu kono fongol le be wulu mana mola wa mako ko na wa la wanyu kono fongol le no mbetel tala ite aboni mundo
the moristi gold the black star
yeah black star me go ya orang polle bonni mundo ka orang polle ko wa
no anga bele wa ndaka bele wa you know
alwale so you welcome go ila mo kana wonti ba kana
ba ngala no ila mo be tarra kontisiri mbakele ite sonna le malada anyway
no Mark let me make one thing Mark ila mo let me make one thing clear to you, yeah. You know me, Mark, very well, right? And,
I know you very well.
And kanila platform model, and the mamira nana kanila platform model. I try to I know so any moment, mambala whatever program they back you want me to, because there is no moment na request okay. Sometimes you get a program on the phone, request okay for ata ela batro kanaji, and you be like mbadu karle be ela batro plug. So you free to say even for a young. I mean I'm a Democrat.
Nintel after controversy and go on platform, but I give respect to the people many invited the platform. Okay? No. Of course, there's no opinion of against them.
Go. I'm a Democrat. Just say what you want to say.
No, it's okay. Cabinet 2018 game with a Brikamala rally later 2018, right?
Yes.
So ngaji model like ko mo dogodogalal one thing for sure ndo fala jam very clear na atra dogodogalal mo ti denni adam waro bitanyo na ka 2016
ngodo kana ko mo ba ga elam bugala ko ma ba ga
mo nga dogodogalal do lo barante wol to fala jam anyway
woni ba era boro
ndoge mala boro be me you know why are they even very important kumole for kanja, but sometimes ntenga mira nyanda kudol domandine calculate la adama barola masakundala ila calculation ote kamane calculate money be bulu toward the oppositions money be bulu for not allowing other opposition political party to register ninga o gada no as an opposition political parties ntenga be mako la kuja mabaleto.
Yeah, for sure.
I spoke to somebody about these issues 2 months ago. That of Lajumalam. Adama Masakunda believe in datas. Malong Fumolialone, Fungalone Malamba, I don't know. But they have a very genuine reasons for all the obstacles Monica Menye push to UMC. Adama if Ninga 2016, the presidential election on Ngajibe, another nyadi, coalition on winter no nyadi. Mama Kandela faction with coalitions was a great advantage for coalition to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Arama Barola Masakunda, political party menialonko ye balika register, especially Menboko combo. Yalon komunko latila party no dale. Dr. Darboe on the party, UNDP or I don't know.
NUP.
NUP, no, NDP. This fractional member of NPP connected following
NDP.
Very good, NDP. Do you know how powerful political impact may not in Greater Banjul area if they formed the political parties?
Yes.
The Kumbonkas will support them. They are the indigenous Kumbonkas. They jump follow out because I'm not affiliated with them anyway.
Are you affiliated to UMC?
Look, Ndembuka question or Jabi, and Ndemu, I'm a born part member.
Hey, Whatever.
No.
Eman najang. No. Eman najang.
No, iba bola di man yung fati yung question and answer din soto.
No, ala no.
Mag be mintole because nga yele his defense of UMC. Yeah, understand? It's obvious.
Woman fundamental human right. Ndembuka question and answer Jabi, Ndembuka va, you know. Since then, another comment, no one like a UDP, UDP
So you are independent as far as Gambia is concerned, right?
I cannot distract. Let me speak. I'll be distracted. I left them. I'm laughing at them into mala. Anyway, so I'll be distracted. Bio. Adama Barola Mansakunda calculation. Okay, this is a well calculated move by Adama Barola Mansakunda. Kajako, there are two very important political parties. UMC is very important political party in the Gambia political fraternity this year. UMC be impact in provinces. There are certain major political parties will be mantra kekanje. So I don't know Mazakunda calculation of Mendi. You can deny this one. I am telling you.
No, in fact, because left so
I spoke to somebody, a prominent member, in UDP. Mayor Lonko is saying a similar one. Me information on forgot. I don't know Mansakunda calculation of UMC, if could be try can deny at the best of their ability, Kajuko can register because near register, if the impact menkela NPP la. And in another coalition also, while an intelligent lot of fire, Ibayako is an added advantage for UDP. This 2026 presidential election, Ibol calculation on Kajako, Ninganibule registered a fire. UDP is a political party, a grassroots political also. 30 years in the Gambia, market 3 years today. Yajako a base sort of, and majority of them are not moving. And that is the fact. So, Jumala Munyu committee in these new political parties. Abe Jumala affect Labage. Are they going to affect the MPP? Because Banco Ding will be able to you need calculate alone. Nintele mala BSC faction monenti. Alina UMC bula. Nyanta rally behind UMC.
Okay.
Abulai land.
No, but no left because I have look at jail left the jail. Ako Alina UMC bula.
Okay, Alina UMC bula. Right? Nyanta rally la behind UMC nga make sure I don't borrow Mansakunda be injustment cake and the other political parties by force rights they are fundamental human right puruka party taka register o banko kankataka election taka face. Ni Adama Barola Mansakunda in political party ni will bully register. Adama Barola Mansakunda is gone. It is written everybody, even the blind people will phone. So going back to this the media platforms, the 𝒂𝒂 is an independent media house. I don't know them, but they are very controversial, and I like that part in them. End of all blasting. The accusation of the end of follow blasting. By the way, they jump out loud. 𝒂𝒂 be offensive. Ndenga miracle. Allah Kiaman Manyana will respond to include Talben Sudala name in it. It's because I saw another media houses publish Yankuba's statement. Is it Yankuba is behind that media houses? While UMC is behind the Baobab. So Ninkom Benyim Betala. I look, Parikamara was one of
no,
your best
Mark, let me help you here. Mark.
You know?
You were trying to affiliate, let's say, UDP online Bantaba to Malamba Flanyadi.
To counter-attack it.
BSC, right?
We can counter-attack. This is politics.
I think you are the number one person. Anywhere, because you know that if there is a strong figure behind,
I will never debunk that one.
If you know that if there is a strong and a solid figure behind UDP online TV media, and all the other people, you know them. You know that if Lawyer Darboe has a number one loyal fan, may will not entertain any other person to contest or compete against Darboe, almost for the Jawlal. So you write in core. There is a faction, media faction out there. I think Mark
No, I clearly mentioned Sanada name. Sana is I never mentioned any. I never mentioned
I think you know it's wrong and misleading.
No. There's nothing like UDP TV and media. I've never mentioned that. Never. Go back there and read. Never. Okay, Sanala names. I mentioned Sana.
That is self-explanatory.
Look, whatever. Don't go to that
including so Mark, that was very you cannot defend that point because you knew it. But let me just get back to one thing here.
Okay,
Mark, I think you have been fed propaganda.
Let us go to that extent anyway. But
no, if I one side, okay? Dialogue. Which I think you ought to know very simply. Okay?
Right.
None propaganda. Even it's propaganda, either you know it or not. Because
that's nothing like propaganda.
If UMC is a political entity that stands for their values, Adam Baroma any right sort of ban. You know why? At a ban, whatever is cooking is not against UMC. But Talib as a politician, Meyalonko Atele Lota in his capacity, I call Meyalonko, they are blatantly corruption and nepotism and conflict of interest. Near a ban, if he knows that there is a looming ban coming after him, Amanyana UMC more deceive like they are coming after you. Ndola Gambia system will hate it or love it. But are flexible enough, even if UMC man register, is not relevant because they can always contest independent and people will know that it is UMC. But Talib as an individual is in serious trouble, but he's misleading his supporters. Right now, Kaitandila Komenko, Alfindi, Yajelebe Finto Menateng, Nifinto, even Membela, is all in the interest of Talib. When will Talib stop manipulation and using our people for his selfish gains? This is the question. Because UMC can always contest either
I don't want to talk
or as an independent.
It's very controversial.
No, because we're all in arms right now after Yankuba.
Okay, let me tell you. I don't want to be very controversial here in 𝒂𝒂 platform model because now I don't want to be controversial. Ni left controversy in Katayal. But if after whenever they well before the division work in our UDP, you were very wild against Talib Bensouda, even though he was a member and executive member of UDP.
And people will know that it's UMC.
Yeah, understand. I'll be okay purposely because you have an agenda to promote Yankuba leadership, and that is the fact. Controversy, you know, and I know we speak a lot. But I mean, look, whenever Talib have every right to seek for a leadership in UDP like Yankuba Darboe and any other person. To lobby a leadership in UDP, is that a crime? The only crime it can therefore whatever that's look more leadership. You have your candidate, you left the mayor law. Somebody has his candidates. Allah lobby. But I cannot a miscalculated interview in Taka create to UDP Tinya. Rohim Malik Law went blatantly on media houses to accuse herself of adultery to tarnish my image. Oman Sotojam. Ngamen Savannah platform can bigi. They were created, and then let me tell you.
It's not in this conversation.
And then I speak with you.
You are now telling you are now telling your viewers, you are telling viewers personally you feel hurt, and that is why because Rohi has no say in this. Rohi has no place in this conversation.
If you are talking about the corruption, Rohi is one of the most corrupted individuals at that individual.
Right now we are talking about why UMC is not being registered. We are talking about why Talib.
You brought an individual affiliation with the corruption. This is what I'm talking about.
No, we have evidence of Talib's corruption. I have evidence of that.
Corruption. Rohi Maliklo is one of the most corrupted souls, and this is celebrated by UDP. UDP is celebrating the corruption?
Let's wait for the commission report. I guess I'll be able to commission report and somebody is not happy.
Mark, I just want, Mark, just 1 minute. Let's have decorum.
Look, what I'm not
because coalition namol ko be diamole ko nga nyobula. But these people, they just started all of a sudden.
You must start a media house, a private media house.
No, listen to me. No. Kalama. Kabiri watu menna nyi commission alla mol sobita ko nyi commission kanale. Right now they have a strategy. Are you not being used? Yamre yakala ko you are being used then maybe. Alla mol kabiri ya sobita ko commission la report o kana findina na. Alla kebala I can tell you Thomas said he wrote a statement. Allah Kebal Nsafo ko Musa Jeng made a video. So maybe in last 48 hours or less.
Probably I speak to you a lot than any other person. Who is going to use me? No. This is the reality. Kabiri Talbi UDP kono. This is one of their whenever the only target Yemen Sudan within UDP by then, because of UDP Katanu Yamen, the Taliban affiliation with UDP the party leader. There's a threat coming.
No, Talib is not credible. Talib is not credible. Moment I have $1 billion in as revenue for KMC, and he cannot bring quarter of it. No. Mark Jana. Talib was never a threat, because let me just say this out. Hadabani wame yalo ka abuka tonya fa ni dino fa ba nzo hadabani wame wona tonya fa hadabani wame
Albat. So what I'm trying to say,
Jana jolonde la kamunda
no ma gon jolde
a jolonde
no mole akol aban jolon
okay
na asgero mole akol
hadabani wame yalo ko abuka tonya fa hadabani wame yalo ko abuka tonya fa wala na dino fa moy mol silandanya ko junube ku asanole adu nyine be talib la ko janga be 1 billion nat la manade science talib mu ne fo gammenole ka fo mole ko a registered party and a political party ano talib has brought imagement wafi molma wala one of deception and one of lies. So people like us can never support him. And ngala agenda je dawda, we are going to tell Gambians, be careful, this is dangerous. Look at this calculated smear campaign right now. You let me start about Yankuba. They are paranoid because report kana. Ni report kana Yankuba manke commissioner, Yankuba manke president. Why are you going after him? For Yankuba kana recommendation of. For Yankuba kana recommendation of attorney white paper data. Let's
Mark,
be factual here.
You got return request, Mark.
So Molbe agreed to go. Let us Molbe agreed to bio. It ya kalam dan dole meeting of also we talk about this ko mole nyobula. Yeah, understand. But their ordinary supporters are everywhere on social media talking trash about Yankuba as if Yankuba is the one standing on the way of Talib. Kafa got no way to State House. Facts are facts. Supporters also need discipline so at least more ikanyo yamar. But because
yalo menu fokan marke ya okay na magla side lo mark mentan di wala ñu ko yalo mark wala nga ko personal and nyanda ka personal bondi into politics right. And I mean, you can have some personal issue with somebody, you understand. But when it comes to politics, let's talk more about politics. So, I can't remember for you to go. They have a market and commission me ya long ko be kekan. And them on control so what is the decision of the commission? I have no control over it. Talib have no control over the commission. Yanks have no control over the commission.
Absolutely.
So what is more important here? What you do? Commission report of Findila. Let's wait. What the and basic number commission will be Mark, I don't know. Mark, wait.
Okay, I can't decide to drop. I can't decide to drop. So, but I think I'll know kukuta te kere membe kere nga. I can't decide to drop.
No, Mark. Selan, I can't nyagi that way.
Ablaida la NC mala musu pati of Montonde. Ablaida wodo. But you know, Bio, the problem is that okay, Bio, so 1 second, let me clarify one thing to people here.
No more.
Adama Baro. Hey, Bio, even lawyer Darboe, at a kuma phone about Adama Baro mea lonko. Mfama songa ngata singa propaganda samba. Yankuba Darboe the same. There's no politician in Gambia. Because at the end of the day, we should not hate each other, but banku koda maole mol tema. UMC registration, there is one thing that UMC needs to make clear to their people. They were not able to follow diligence and do things accurately. Iman som fana ka fintin and kela supporters will update. Mistake all men ketable. Talib audio video men keda. Political billa will let la na la momo buki akilwa. Ibe samla jahanda ba foni mecheku. Fende for political leaders will ibe mutali ye mislead te fandu ndif ku kono me alonko. Ite fonta kalam. Talib fonga fa ko. Ala diamo kono la last interview. Some of them were genuine mistakes. But I found some were not genuine mistakes. Jumala were mistake they were not genuine mistakes. So akita nyaunya plus or minus mistake kita to final final bull. My experience, which was not even an excuse at all for people many along Lua be suffering. Lua itan detention and negala. Lua do for IC may itan the Kotenko Quenta cold be no manager. It procedure start ima no mano anyama properly. Talib UMC fana, the leadership need to own up to that. Ya itan dila supporters we failed you in this regard. Ntola fana ngani mistake. But Nina Rani be diamle, tolfong mistake in their registration process. Iko minimize. They minimized it. They minimized it because your mistake will make it. They were serious mistakes. And among the mistake of another, they had issues. They had constraints when it comes to getting the numbers. I say number required the required number of signatures. They had issues. These were genuine, authentic, serious issues, but they misled their supporters about it. Talib Ahmed Bensouda la political and Tulta support nola. Because akatra lari muneka deception and lies, and this is not good. Propaganda lem. Gullible people, vulnerable people is not good. Talib Tanyineke.
No, for me, what I said is very simple. Right?
Bio al numbara Medogo. I said let me just have little bit contribution, you know. So one the fact point me for about me registration code. Yalong one thing bije me yalong ko mol nyanta ka understand. Yaje nying registration on nying political party registration o ka kanyamin. Komi ka register tateng any register nana te ya number ta wasifal. Nene afun na life kono. For example, let me say, what is the name of this political party? NDP. New will follow Natantea, yenna register number ta. If he came back to me, another political party nata, niata, we both count la, wo political party min force nata ba kontra wala kono. So this minimu area leti mi ya lonko niata re ma faham and nina tata the same thing ibitala fo ya fo ko ngani certain amount sotola anding ibe murundilal ko tengi and wandi faka point kilim fanam fo min commission ko min felenti niaji be starting ndel min baby jang UDP or whatever ndel la kata non talib dandang commissioner bar moti je mi ya lonko amam pare pour commissioner nyeke because mbe amutanu political maybe which hunt was evaluated but binga mina understand wala come like ko nyimbina kan but saying problem oni instead of maybe yeta man sakunda kan but kaji be like yankuba la karola minkata na chairman oti
wala unfair exactly my point wala unfair at all.
you understand ne yalong political kono Gambia jam political manipulation o ka wara back and that is why I'm becoming G4 because ika molka exactly ko be lari nyaming iko bulale ka jibe if be fango victimize la nyaming I mean yeta o ma fango la yeta landije yankuba has nothing to do with this commission yankuba paretal pour ñing commission o ke momo nimbe paretal pour commission bar sa ni commission la update sol kanana ni la taka jemo ñin double rek that's gonna be a problem.
What is fair at all? That cannot be fair. Yankuba is not the commissioner. He's not the president.
And I think the supporter of UMC will be fair enough. Ko ni la nyaton kolka pare purka Yankuba in Yankuba attack about this commissioner wala tenintena Yankuba la nimbaro temo gana serious.
Jobate. Yala munana fanko be damen dondi ikalo mena ko be la modol use kan ila supporters ordinary supporters dolbi je wol man lom bari la ke bal yalla ko musa jenge video kele aba fokan ko bina tali banale afoko ha ngasiri fo fana banle so so be dan ko ha okay so be sir fo son ko bini tali be banale because ni bidat la kumula ataka wala insinuate ko ya understand so before the night before that so tombon said yes safari jambake bije ko tege ngaje ko modol fanal follow ilo fake media you know wo fana ba se fekan ko Ibrahima Diba ko fo Gambia Times Max Sao da kala melundingo abo media koma ka fo Ibrahima Diba ko Ibrahima Diba fana be commissioner ba blast ka wodo fo Ibrahima because Ibrahima jama ka audio la gede ntete ko mo fo ndala no le Ibrahima kan to be honest nga fe mo fe Ibrahima nabe diam la ka audio la kan tama audio moy ngaje safir wodulal yeah understand so but whatever the case they were on the case of these commissioners and this commission and that data another whatever is coming
wandifa mbala nga nyin dulato fanan senandi molla UMC la nyaton kolu I felt la kilintola andum fanan ka tonya fo la supporter soli yalon politico tonya ma na man tara banko kan sometimes it will difficult do you know ko ya maintain abo bata min beke kan registering kono ya maintain mantara molno kan pour ye carte fay but ya maintain be register la number la nyinin kan that must be cleared pour ka ibe fero min dada kan pour ka je komi political party nyimbe register la ya lo ne wolem ata deny la ata soso la amanka komi abe molle mako kan pour kata e carte nyinin wala teninte ya is doing manipulation bara me koy molla barata kayitandi comme like ata be gambeno le mako e kan bala molle mako e ka wasifal bar mimu toñati fas senata it's simple ya be o min yalon koy kata register nyinin ni register soro foka pare ay la nombale register nomba nyin ay wala need pour ka ad fen ko nyin kan yalon ku jang ibuka ku kulloto keno political party buka register kullo kon nim keta akoy ndila molla ika nombata ila taka kata ni bagu yela comme ka fo ba register ata keno because ni tata ni atara mon correct instant ibe murundila la kayita ndila ko am imina kan nyami wondeng bari mimu tonya di fa
jobade me kundude but I think it all boils down to the point ko among enough numbers but they were not transparent enough can you follow supporter solely.
Thank you.
Yeah, understand. So bad UMC nimu ordinary UMC supporter on Facebook. Please know this. Hold your leaders to account. Allow for a yafale 100%. Mun problem le nin talibe diam la ka mistake all men for. What mistakes aka mune for lado? What were the mistakes? About some are genuine mistakes. So about janako, we got some things wrong. No, it data jele konga tanga kodol adjust. What are these mistakes the menuke? Ya informally. The fact of the matter is imang kolka nyama. Mr. I will collect 1 billion revenue for KMC. Mr. If Luadabo contest, I will not contest. Mr. Political party and registered party are not the same. This is you deception and lies in politics. This is the
problem. Wanifa is very misleading here. Wanifa found contradict Janako politician or Gambela politician or can you mislead la Antonia like a banco mislead like a foreign mislead or banco can entire political party in the Gambia. Okay, the entire almost every political party in the Gambia.
Apart from UDP.
I don't mention any political name. Gambela political party be too. What I'm saying here, whenever you are misleading, I see any credibility short of. why any IEC credibility so mara na UDP 2021 presidential election on la results ni ya challenge at court. Look,
you are mixing apples and oranges. In fact, the leadership
you know,
at that time and this one.
Sometimes na
Leader of
mislead media.
Ali Moman Jaining Jokoli Latin, we both from mixed Those two are different.
Let me tell you this. I'm ready to controversy. Mark is scared of debating. Scared debating. Whenever this has started well before this commission. And the Green Commission of the Law, including UDP, Green Commission of Law, including UDP. You understand? Yeah, follow Ning Commissioner, even the Secretary General of the party, UDP, I have followed Ning Commissioner Malo Fengo Fenanamaki which hunt. And that is the fact. And the more no confirm.
Okay.
More than more confirm. Could UDP la leadership man diamin which hunting?
Okay. Yes. Look, very well.
Very well. So why that issue now? After saying that UDP or Kumonyi vokaje kwenye UDP dingol many alon na chairman only na male.
Majane. I'm subscribe to wala. To those people maybe nyanta memfole wala nyiko.
Alakadi corruption komen.
Wala atinna talib mo tala court.
Let me mbele commissioner na moyo na jam.
Let talib go to court.
I went out.
I want to Yankuba Dabote. Adun to me just Kebule Etamidronte. I have always maintained my position because Talib is corrupt, and I presented several evidences of Talib's corruption.
Because you were
collaborated by the commission. Okay.
Because you had the man with passion. That's fine.
What is hate in your vocabulary? What is hate? Holding somebody to account is hate.
You don't like the man.
I think I love Talib more than you.
Not because of corruption. Now he can't criticize because of corruption. There are another chairmen and the mayors in the UDP. They have the same financial irregularity during the audit commission. Let me tell you, LRR men finta jenga jele. Whenever Kerwana area council men finta jenga jele.
No. Landin Sane, there was only one issue. No, let me make that LRR thing let me make LRR clear to you. Landin Sane, there was one issue. Administrative error. I can verify that was not a corruption.
Is part of the investigation. Period. Let me tell you this. Whenever look, Gambia.
No, LRR na left and jealous and Landia will no co. Landia, the only thing you can say is maybe the administration could have done a little bit better, but corruption on you now. You can imagine man of from Kafuko Manibodo Yawafimalo, how many thousand and
that's the only one they are talking there.
No, that was not even woman support. That evidence was not supported. It was from a junior staff member of Malafogam, the procurement authority, but it was not corroborated by evidence.
Look, Yadinya is fine. The commission, Nalonia meaning corruption on them. One like the Kisi roll de Mansakunda and Nafulo, Fuarola Nafulo, Management and Bangkok. Neo Kisi can irregularity think that Dauda and Dolbajala Konina. I'm not going to talk about that. Look, near Tarambe corruption on the Gambia and Gogola fight. Mine are more single outlet.
Yalong when you have the young but never la moitang damin to like UDP be agree to this and which
UDP be agree no problem.
We should give Mark Jan to land akata damin na land ita from balon na komi maybe probably he might contradict himself.
Okay,
Magla from contradict Toniana, the moment in the party mentioned na party member Walina na Agrico, this is a witch hunt to my party members.
Okay.
I totally agree with them. No matter what commissioner report you mean not, I would agree entirely with the party. That's our party kono. Ngamo single after all these five I don't know, these 5 regions, is it 4 or 5?
7
They are the only opposition mayors and chairman in the same political party. Single out and go tanka criticize every day. That's where the mistake came.
Okay, so maybe obsessing Yankuba will be mistaken, right?
Jama?
Maybe obsessing Yankuba criticize all the time was not a mistake if we have to go by that standard.
The damage caused by Yankuba interview with Pamodu Bojan. Yankuba allow himself to be used by Rohey Malick Lowe, can manipulate to fight against Stalin.
Well, Mark Jane,
Rohey
a
Malick
lot of
Lowe was
people
totally blackmailed. What about
interview.
I'm not going to disclose.
Yankuba interview me ngayake.
Look, whatever.
That was
the terrible move made by the UDP as an opposition political parties. Ndala stand keda moneti watu interview 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒆 time moment all nonsense interview 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒆 time moment, and then I went out and challenged, and this is where the problem
lies. So which interview was the nonsense one? Let's be clear.
Look, the time moment il a fait coup d'état like la UDP. There's no coup d'état in UDP, and UDP leadership in the press conference including the party leader Kajiko. There's no coup d'état in UDP. Taliban nationwide too. That's where the problem lies.
You just express your feelings against Yankuba. That interview, in fact, UDP supporters UDP supporters and observers of Gambian politics.
So look, Yankuba was going for leadership. Taliban was lobbying, and another interest group also is lobbying. No problem with Jawala Nyetiko.
No, there was never a team Yankuba Darboe. Talib Ahmed Bensouda created team Yankuba Darboe because atela ambition onying aning aka propaganda ni molta ke suku to counter any kind of narrative against him, because PR matters a lot to him. Wole team Yankuba Darboe create. Because of that is a communal.
Let me tell you. The aliyam more many amena ko wole ka PR ke Taliban. Aliyo le mention na platform to be. Ali you deliberately attacking the UDP leadership for allowing that guy alone can single out Kataka Banko Bay round. Aliya feel like likely he is going to lead the party. In a kelonade. One if
they are a very democratic party. You understand? I was never. Let me just make this point clear to you. Yalo ye kuma dolo fajang. Lawyer Darboe personal mentor. Aninte la personal mankili. Wala nyidiko. Iko lawyer Darboe ko. Iko ndola party mol ko. Ya is a commission nyimu bichonle. Yalo waninte la personal they have never aligned. Okay?
Chama, like when
I never thought this was a
Taliban criticize. Yes.
They start journal and tell him because never have manting or lel kalama.
Come on,
what a case is all lel kalama manting or Taliban way.
Financial irregularity men get Banjul City Council in the Amra.
Banjul City Council, Femfen Kerangamo commission or Talib Tangamo, well before commission. I don't know more than a melody Amra Talibia Mason Hala as continue to with his
corruption on a Kele. Whatever, look, Nimba corruption on Kela Kanajibe because of we have until new relate Tale. I know there's family. Ndena molded. Pawakato Monjara is my blood family related. I went here. Look, let me tell you, whenever until more lebije, even Jamala Masakuna, Pamod Bojan can attest to that one. Until a biological brother, the same modern father, Dogo Jamala Masakunda, and I still criticize them. Fagada problem. Look, Ndebuka Jibe ko ni mole denda, walambe party mento ni corruption of fundamental te high na kafoje. At this time moment a report will be findilana. To talk na UDP dimulika fendi kataka commission on report on yenta me alanko finding nyandakele kisikiziro nyandakele ni irregularity bida Masakunda luaso le katake samba kitiol. Ndol as a opposition party manya na oltomala. This is my stand. Andulota odula today. The same political party kino ka finda kago kare or lafta na party in the coup d'etat.
Exactly because you might have a lot of co Nika Lawyer Darboe lot and telola, but Lawyer Darboe apply Monduma apply Lawyer Darboe apply Amuta apply 𝒂𝒃𝒃. Exactly point Talib not I will validate one by one. So they can repeat young. You are reminding also Yankuba was right all along.
Whenever we badly misled the people, especially the military.
The Taliban apply or Taliban apply, farmer apply.
Nani on
Taliban apply, farmer apply.
You know the real problem.
No, Taliban apply, farmer apply.
No, but that was the terrible mistake Taliban made.
Okay.
When the platform of party leadership apply as a member of that party. Look, that was the terrible mistakes. But another mistake will rectify the application on you withdraw because I come and find out. the integrity. So look, ngako ba ne ko malaka controversy jang media mala janne till tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna
till tomorrow. You understand? The ba maringi bulagasi. Inte pota night duty le so being ka fani Kenya la.
No, go nakaja.
Ya ni na de la daro ni request ki buga sondara bari I wish nga weekend rendezvous so do nga nyung kol bo ñor ndela fa ku klinda mal
no nimbe ko boni la ndaro mba bele fola de
okay be loi klinda londi la wala ñindi ko personal
Mm.
nga personal bondi je example
That's nothing like
talibi ñine kenna rohia ñine kenna yanko ñine kenna ngo bondi je we talk about principles and policies
mfona ki amano mento mo am block mfona nde fona yanko batombo single
ma ñala na e block ni ko ma ko sula ni weta men ka fo bay
so okay whatever Mark so make okay chairman ye block electa sa okay sa mbafula ye on block
no
ani ngaje ko indi de
no Mark on block is the problem right mbafula on block
ndebe banko kana energy jawul fi banko wi nambe yanko bakala justice minister kaka ndele block atla minister be otinyala bo chance for block
Mark ya jele la political analysis right there science and force bias because munegera personal vendetta against Yankuba, personal vendetta against Rohi. So
I have no personal. Let me tell you. I have no personal with Yankuba. I swear to the because after that interview, how can an intelligent individual like Yankuba
that interview salvage UDP? Let me just say that.
Be used and manipulated by who? Mome Alanko, they all have the same aim and objective. Come on. One pound for the power boy and Zita Kaulia.
Mundu wala ntalibe 1 billion revenue. 1 billion revenue.
I mean, no, don't go to
No, of course, I will hear the Fondela Carola. I will hear the Fondela Carola.
No, let's go. Let's not go that much past.
1 billion yen deka wala ngadi 1 billion. Talibe political career be dame 1 billion question about moto. Akabe 1 billion collect.
Alafu na political party to the Gambadi Nyembola. Yale Kabon de Fondela Carola. Or pretty me along Kabe, evidence of Bonita and Kayako market Yenafo. And at the cool UDP, look, Pamodo Boja UDP la leadership achieves ko. Double form American. A cabin color and procanta advice. Modokaya stop. A UDP la entire political party la leadership la accuse lad. And no none of one if you know ko. Kabiri wad mina diamo bekedi nga foten. Jumalente call. Ye Jumala Kinteka. More for it. I don't know what it is.
More call the more and the call. But what it got them for the waterman Kuma? 1 billion Taliban collect.
Ning carry disagreement
campaign for you. Mayor Damalati. Need another promise 1 billion revenue. Imo collect no after 4 years. Ya understand? Ita mari na to kota for Gambia Marala. So if and the problem of Kundo. Bari ko problem ko patelo kundo ya nyum fulol mo kiliner UMC talib anala molse lo nole adam barote balinola le independent
e ka gambela politiko de nin ko be interest bon la gambela politiko kono akamane bakede eti ala ko yanko bala bala jogo brode be jogo lay e be kam era tan la fama so de
non ndeto fola non teman rabbi si do quoi
so look alen canadian whatever
yang biological lama ngalon ko yang biological so janni bo pedal
go to that extent
janni bo pedal
ako
politique ja abeni interest
yang biological brother is into politics so ni be diam le sala be même fol
of course
yang ko do di politico kono so we are talking about two adults.
It's none of my business. Look, that is none of my business.
No, ako yang ko biological brother.
Ako yang ko brother be do ko yes.
I mean, no, bala, yang ko may bala tara BSc, yang ko may bala tara BSc le.
Magdana yaw mo la ba?
Hey.
Magdana yaw mo la ba?
am even happy that ko abedo ko la jabe gameno le saf. I'm fine.
No.
Hey, yang ko la election ko. Go, yang ko la election ko la. Hey, go.
Bala was a councillor. Mark, do you know that Bala was a councillor?
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know anything. But anyway,
Bala was the councillor of Kafuta.
Look, the interest. Imagine you are defendant in this area. Whatever.
Bala was a councillor for Kafuta. So another jele, after being elected by his people, not appointed by Yankuba Darboe. Okay? So
this is not an elected member. It's an appointee.
Because he was a councillor.
No, Mark, let me help you here. Hello.
Yankuba is doing a tremendous job for West Coast. Without any reasonable doubt.
Mark, let's talk about nepotism for a second. Talib Ahmed Bensouda, Abinki, Abama didn't KMC. Atata retired, Contraco Muta Diala. Contraco Melanco was unwarranted. We are talking about nepotism within family. Typical nepotism, Father Commission. So you Yankuba brother Lotala name Bolot box over Formula Cartify at least.
Look, yala like family quarrel. Well, like friends and then
no young family
family Mark.
We have to stop misleading people.
Let's not mislead people. Yankuba brother Lota council yala for winter. So let's not mislead people.
Mark, right now almost 144 people being Jamaican right now. And okay, because one thing is important. Mark and Wondifa, they are best of friends, right? And Mark is somebody at a special ambassador. I appoint him to be an ambassador. I just want to be fair with everyone here. So let them know. I interest in Memenkela, let's say everybody.
Nakacha was very interesting until Wondifa came. I'm telling you. The Qatar was very interesting and educative toward the 2026 president.
No.
Yellow Wondifa is still maneuvering some very terrible disappointment,
No, but Ndela case Benjamin Magjane, there is no personal interest there for me. It's not for me not on personal level. But it imagine personal minto ndie the political kono ndewi jele clean wala na interest be da ma ka men fo wala na camp ale men create okay ale men create because camp yang ko as long as I am contractor ambassador
I love his character because I'm a defanteno. Yalo ni bekela leadership need emotional intelligence. Leadership ya nyini kale.
Talib is not emotionally intelligent.
Ika moment beje ni media kono ni ko bo be jabi no la all the media le kamen be safe to momena aka mental stress di mo la.
No politician no men corrector. Même when die you go and defend yourself. You don't go and you don't write a propaganda script. You don't write a propaganda script and give it to people to go and peddle it. Young controversial, including court cases. Yeah, understand it. All kind of problems at the BAS with the government. I found local idea. I found local spearhead. Propaganda script later. I did the online. This is the difference between the two.
No. You see, there are certain issues as a leader. NSGWP party that in the Monday. All the critics, Nimwaji Mon Membeka Kenya online media so special ala UDP la on Info Minute on Niaji to Monanka Jalala. You know what? Because Abukan Dimino, Ikawaje, that emotional part in Demo Cringe and Monoto bring us decided to you know, Alena brother say, yeah, Baba Yanks. Yala atemu Baba atemu young atemu Kemari Yankala fanatic supporter.
No, yalo talib matured political kono. Wala mo problem oti. Ama matured.
Very matured.
No.
The man know how to lobby.
Yeah.
He's a leader.
A
leadership me ano kay man lobby.
Loada also apply manduma apply. Loada also apply rek manduma apply.
Talibe disem talibe character. Ninga honorable double character dibe. I see talibe in his character.
Ama UDP la party leader. Ama UDP la leadership lobby no.
No, but yeah, very good. Nga odlato jabi. But nga odlato jabi. No, they always have a controversy, you know. But anyway,
no problem.
Have a controversy.
No, no problem, it's okay.
Bio. And the Amal Bekeri, sorry.
Coming like, you know, because literally we have a very constructive discussion here. So Malawi Najang coming down very remote controller. You have to be free. You understand?
You are democrat. Look, by free farabu, you know, but that doesn't mean go. I came moving. To be honest, let me tell you, sometimes emotion, you know, the country nature kataranyama and the political tense is getting hard for you. You know, but you are a real politician. You can lobby absolutely without any reasonable doubt. It's democratic. You have, you know, I mean, ila interaction. It's a more manya, but ila interaction with them. Abogatiano. Amajo komembesi la platform kan keja. And that's me. You understand? I can be very controversial.
Then that means all UMC members can hard. They are wrong. They are hitting the wrong person.
No problem with that. No, Bio have every right to be criticized.
Why?
Bio la leader buka anyway, Bio can media kono.
Bio kana so makana ka propaganda spread ya why ke fange ko sino le bela.
No. Amantara, let me make one thing clear. Mark, it's not about propaganda. I want, you know, because the problem is I feel like so that's why I feel like because Mark is talking about controversy, but I can tell you now in my program go. Yankuba is one of the most controversial politicians right now. And then, you know, Yankuba accepts criticism. Yankuba is somebody, and when you criticize him, he feel like another can reply. He reply.
If post about Yankuba, is warranted. While is warranted.
Whatever.
Even though you flag bear ko bandan to let talib bulaji. Ya understand?
No. But
until tonight, talib kola. Ndele meeting also wala man. Ndabuka talib manos because of talib oite. Ndele fo le agree ko we are going opposition ko nga nyobula fo tripartite agreement o man kijang. Ndol be ñoo sensitize wala within ko ngande. Bara to le nada yankuba no ma.
Ndole meeting also ndole
yankuba bula. We talk about leaving you guys alone.
Any post about BAC is a counter.
So what counter are you talking about?
Hello, Mark. But okay, but I am telling you that the liberal time, because today you know, Mark Sao, because you know, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, you know, I have issues with him. You understand? Like, although he's supporting Talib, you understand? And even when Liverpool had an issue with him, you understand?
So 1 year, 6 months, you know.
Okay, so maybe you will need to go.
because Gambian time and liberal time, you understand, and that is something I mix up, and I always attack him. But until today, finally he reached out to me. Carton no, Atala Pejo is the Gambian time, and liberal time. I mean, at a month come, and I make my research to know who is behind the liberal time. So now, the liberal time. There's one guy, man, is a member of UMC, but he lives in the UK. I be somebody in the UK. Is the one behind the liberal time, right? I understand. So, wole more because all these days, Mark, nde buka malu ombuka sila kafoko left ka memfo about UMC or DMC.
He's a manipulative guy. You have no obligation to apologize to. I permanent la pejo murdaka. Nye malbali amen ke jay kwa permanent la pejo sunya babu lanibi.
No.
Attack with Mark. Look, but Mark is doing extremely well.
Extremely well on the permanent page. On the permanent page. Abola use our UMC promote kang.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
And Mark told me to extremely well. Okay, let me continue.
He's talking about controversy. He's talking about criticisms. Let me tell you something. Yanks accept more criticism even more than me. Yanks is been more criticized than me. You understand? If a criticism member Yanks la, I mean, if Yanks has to respond to each and everyone, I mean, this means he will not have any work to do. But one thing I can tell you, for example, a media platform like that one, always trying to make propaganda against Yanks. And then, you know, if anybody expects all the time, that's not the case here. But what is more clear, we made our investigation, and Mark, I swear, the person behind that page is a full-time UMC member. And let me tell you something for you to understand. Actually, Mark, more UMC, I mean, UDP, there is a split in UDP. I can tell you one thing. Today, as I'm speaking, there is no split in UDP. UDP can't get whatever UDP as I'm speaking to you. No, I can swear to you. Can't kill him UDP gonna be. And let me tell you something, Mark. You know, Mark, you know I'm very close. Mark, you know I'm very close to Yanks.
One Yankuba Bojan Sane said, Mark Jana always crash with small boys and later attack UDP party members and attack everything to do with Yankuba.
Oh, I find it small boys. I find I'm too big to crash with small boys. I find them party leader, you know, until I deal with top rats, you know.
No. Whenever I'll come back.
I'll respect Nadulato, you know.
But Yankuba Mema, Niba Malayala Undolta Fulea stop, but I do not have a problem with us exposing Talib's incompetence and corruption. And especially in Tolan Dale and Bede in Buka Talifoma. But you got Atola Modol Bijefama, they go really nasty on biofong. Yeah, understand it? Some of it is just too personal and unwarranted.
I cannot speak on somebody's behalf. So
when we are talking about toxicity,
I go with my own
UMC number one.
The injustice made Taliban, that's what I'm fighting for.
There is no injustice. Injustice one Taliban. Taliban has no right. Can you explain the comment? Taliban is entitled to the position of UDP flag bearer. Among any entitlements, among any rights, I love to through the cheap way, the easy way. As
you are an executive member of the party, Taliban was lobbying.
Taliban, I never UDP, and I'm struggle. Anyway, Ngarabe UMC called him boy, it's a matter of fact.
But anyway, Bio criticized back in 2018. Bio, can you remember this?
Yeah.
Nimbayo Bentabri Kamara later fact I blood Nakonya as a security guide, I'm a double protector. There are no Laranka, I respect you from that particular day. Understand? But that doesn't mean wallahi nga bayo ma. What division on in in time moment. Bayo, you can fully remember this, you know. So but manta odlado, you know. Nia tara ngana plano wala UDP ala plano ala UDP sorry. Ali ala plano landa nyamano. Individual.
Say Mark, so say UDP bullet.
Yeah. Ngama kuma vajan saya kunyadi. Unko na tara ala UDP. Sala nga kunyadi. Kuma ke UDP bullet.
Okay.
I'm not part of executive co. UDP
Are you a member of UDP?
But the executive member to go. Never executive member to go.
Yalan another UDP nyadi. Moment convinced to come to UDP.
But moment
are you still a member of UDP?
Memena. Moment convinced to support any political party.
Yeah, UDP bulala bang foi bijelan say.
The Mulatante go for later fonte mu UDP ko de wama.
Question on lel jabi. You know ka dieng question on lel jabi.
Ale tamba. Ndela ba ko ko nyama. Ko akjani ni ba mastale.
So akam le do betara ten drone ben dia de ka la drone moda la ne bindo.
Allah UDP. I'm a full member of UMC.
Member of UMC.
I'm a fully member of UMC.
For the record.
A founding member.
Founding member.
No, founding good. I can never be part of any political founding member.
Mark. No, you're part
the
of
founding member. NSG double pillar founding member.
Investment partner Ismail Abe different can do madako.
But any members
I'm going to break from UDP.
You know.
You're investment partner.
I'm a fully member of UMC. You understand? So okay, member like come and jante wala nyindiko. I member for or a founding member of any other political party except NSGWP party. So moja matende trust lano for one whatsoever reason best known to me. And that's how I'm fine with that. Alla political party.
What is the meaning of NSG? Mark, what is the meaning of NSG? Mark,
NSG.
I mean,
no, but the ideology in Hitler ideology is entirely Hitler political party. No, introduced to Gambia.
Anyway. Not Gambia.
Of course,
no, not this country.
It is about nationalism.
No,
lack of nationalism.
No, register. You are not going to register here.
Now the UDP from an individual on UDP because I lacked nationalism.
Yeah.
Gambia from the nationalist ideologies in order to know Bango.
Yeah, so I
am telling you because Menjo Banco come. Ningamba dingule nationalism left party sondomokon. Then be Nyanda Taranyam, Tess Yemo Nyanda Sotlo Banco come. Then a Banco come. Ngan sembedla long. Ima Hitler ja kilometer jamanja. This is how Gambia Nyanta Lola Nin Gambia more sotono Gambia. Jutunam banno, si jutunam banno, mandikayalika, molikal wulika, batarayata mi mandikolika, new dulman bono bankoka. The Gambia in the next 100 years are not to develop. They are the Burundi developed the Munaka, test Gemonaka. A brutal one.
But I want to tell you one thing. Let's call a spade a spade.
Nationalism.
No. No, because you bring a very key topic here.
Controversy.
No, just think. This is the point.
Yeah,
this is the point. Because
honey, nobody could Honey, muka buat dom.
Yo de.
Go.
Boy, never keep lana jemola jibeka, you know, NBA le jibeka, you know.
Yala menyame. Well, this is very controversial issues. Nko abe jira nyanga for na platform. But anyway, Bayo. Mandinko Latina Jutuna Sunde Fauna. Mandinka Dingo Leka Audio Bonica, Mandinka Dingota ka be little. Mandinka Dingo Lekata Molta Menia Lonko, a Catarabambri coma every day ke use against the Mandinkas and the Mandinko Leka Molta.
Ibo Kika Yankubala, Ibo Kika, what the Kika Yankubala?
No, Atacania, for Talamanka Manica Dingo.
No, Mabo Talmaka Manica do today. Mabo,
Okay,
I'm not saying what I'm
no, the more
I know Talib Babu Manding called. I know very well called.
You make a honorable lawyer double a more more than in Bangkok.
So some go
name the example of our Tala.
So the
Name the
same thing
example of Tala when younger than honorable lawyer double.
One Batu because Ninga Nyobatunum will Lal Azim Yanko. Lawyer double making you didn't be a chow. Didn't manya national film. There is no amount of person million didn't killing come.
Why am I
Nimbe example talanyina. Mbe example tala honorable lawyer double.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dembo by forcing you men in lawyer double lote keloke against the dictator for 30 good years or 25 good years. Wole lota platform moga. Kumate kumabdu mama for lawyer double. Ninjola ni winter jang. Ni maninkol winter je besela kasa masile. Ni fulo winter je besela dina. Dembo by forcing.
It's crazy, man.
You understand? You hammer ba in power. Ako mumuneti, nyinol. Ako munyinoleti. Look, nyumujumaleti. Ikofo mena platform ko mumaninka dingoleti. Abaye la maninkole koma. That is Adama Barrow. You understand? Namuta koteke, ni mulmeni keloke. Look, alipariala mistake of phone sotodamento. Ambaya, wala nonko yakapu controversy after 2026 presidential elections. Maringe soko de la gatalla. Wow, that's where we made a very terrible mistakes. I'll shoot you. By a maringe bladilla. Very one if I did a call tadale, you know.
Mark. So anyway. So you guys, what divider on the Mark Jonda, you know, I think let's just leave it here. It is a great conversation. I mean, for it. I think it's right time. Let us not try to to an extent like be tarla cool kekang cool medialonko basically they are not favorable. Pamana you can resent pa. I mean any elefuno for athlete depa because normally sometimes the case of the one never could so send all time. But so you know what is more important here is what you need to go. We have to be partly acceptable man of Abdunal. Dol manika dinulu or I mean it's something we have to sit and think. You understand? And like I said, this fight is not about tribe, it's about a nation. Kuti, Banko quality, and then we should always be reflective about Bankola Ko. But I just accept you the party. Malung is even saying ko adding pa money. So let me take you again. Adding pa money. 14,000 you might again. Pasen again pa. Okay. Yes. So ne added I believe I'm not saying because ne added already. Yeah, never from going. I'm not coming. So what about you? So the advice we made the go pa ango Ismail ko yabo ni on blog man Ismail Liverpool ako yabo ni on blog ring you know ako yabo I will unblock. Amazon no kaya will be time to the Bekajal. No, it's a guy now for your community, Nebula and Guela Cool, a million normal. I'll come for you, you know. Million normal and based on back to your party. We have to do the campaign today. I cannot do 2026 without you. You know? Pa, ne accept it. I can't adding, you know, it takes time, you know, if adding. Let me see the start again. Am I? Finte do Cuba. Finte out of the program, you do the construction. I will accept you straight away. I will accept you straight away. Mark, Goya, Balabano, after Macatala, I am thinking, Mama Cham, Mama Cham, I'm CDS. After maybe some, you know, no Kachai, you know, it's a little bit late over here because almost 3 o'clock Gambian time. Yeah, so Mark Melafla, I will link with you in an investigation on a cool Duma. And then another Kapindi, can you back with Kulun La Colta, because it's very important. You know, yes, Pa. Pa, hello, Pa. What's up, Megara? Well, Panne acceptable. Damn, pardon telephone. Okay, Panta Pole outside. Ne Atlas side, not a Baja side. The Pole outside. Ne Atlas, ne Art couldn't you? So, don't commit up to Damon Kimbo. Okay, let me take your request. Let me try again. I really need to catch you up. Yeah, but I'm gonna close the app and open it again because I like to canal, but now accept like you know, and I really wanna help you. Yeah, just close everything. Not be cancel sign. Just go out of Facebook and go out of Facebook. I don't know. Right. So go out of Facebook. Go Facebook more better. Sign thing. I'm gonna do something again and see whether he's gonna help. Okay. So Sampa, you can apply. Aki na may idea ba? Oh, yeah. Aki ko rin ba? Nung kajal niya kilang kajal. So accept like about adding. So I can try I'm adding you know. So if you can just send one time again. Okay, let me see. Okay, say abafo kana adding abulani ma for maybe got that continuous from coming kikamba malo. Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, baby girl.
Then you can call me with with this number. I don't know whether it's the Jaranet. I don't know. Jaranet will call it's a call. It's I'm calling 713-5854. You know, 713-5854. Call pa because Malo, I don't know. I tried several times to get you. Get a couple adding Abukadu. I'm fucking mad, man. I don't know why. This is so many times, you know. Numpai Funko Kina is always like this. You know what I'm saying? No. This is so many times now. It's always like this. 713-5854. Yeah, 713-5854. Okay, but yes, Kibarota. Oh, okay, but let me see if Kibarota. Let me see Kibaro. Maybe both are unable to add this guest. Now. Kibaro.